Why are women silently collapsing under invisible pressure? Let's dive into it in this video. The silent collapse. Why women are breaking behind their smiles. What do you do when your mind feels like it's falling apart, but the world expects you to look perfect? From silent breakdowns behind closed doors to those, "Why is this happening to me?" moments that celebrities and everyday women share alike. Mental health struggles are more common and more secret than you think. Today, we're lifting the veil. Let's talk about what happens when women's mental health starts collapsing, and why sharing these stories matters now more than ever. Strong yet struggling, the hidden reality of women's minds. Mental health struggles can hit anyone, anywhere. Women, in particular, face unique challenges, be it career stress, family roles, relationship ups and downs, societal expectations, or just the pressure to look perfectly put together online. Trying to be strong, but my brain is buffering, or classic. And yet, what we often show the world is so different from what we feel inside. Studies show women are twice as likely to suffer from anxiety and depression than men. And it's not just numbers, it's real life, every day. It's time we start normalizing these conversations instead of masking them behind filters and fake smiles. Seeking help, taking therapy, or simply admitting I'm not okay should never be seen as weakness. It's courage in its truest form. Every woman deserves to feel safe expressing her emotions without judgment or guilt. Whether it's through self-care, supportive friends, or professional guidance, prioritizing mental health is not selfish. It's survival, it's strength, and it's the first step toward genuine healing and balance. Why women's mental health deserves a voice. Sometimes it feels like every morning begins with a race against time, a never-ending list of responsibilities at work, at home, and with friends. There's this silent pressure to be everything to everyone, but so often, it's the woman who is left last in her own life. That feeling of being behind never truly fades, no matter how hard she tries each day. There are also deeper struggles that aren't always visible. Imagine carrying the weight of trauma for years, trapped in a difficult marriage, and slowly realizing that emotional abuse was shaping every moment. As the panic attacks began to take over daily life, finding help felt impossible in a world that expects silence. Yet reaching out was the moment everything changed, a discovery that there is no shame in seeking mental health support and relief. Not even fame can shield someone from this reality. Deepika Padukone, in the midst of global recognition, shared her own fight with depression. Her story is a powerful reminder that mental health challenges are universal. They don't care about status or celebrity. It's a human experience, and everyone, regardless of background, can be affected. There are days when everything feels overwhelming. For some, it's the crushing anxiety before a big meeting or a panic attack in the grocery store. Camila Cabello described her anxiety as a shadow that made everyday life painful, but found healing through therapy and sharing her struggles openly. Mariah Carey famously suffered an emotional and physical breakdown, which brought her career to a sudden halt. Accepting help and sharing her story has helped others recognize their own symptoms. From silence to strength, how women are rewriting the story of healing. Why do women often collapse silently? Many feel isolated by expectations to be resilient carers, both at home and work. Social pressures, trauma, violence, and even poverty contribute to the hidden epidemic of women's mental health collapse. But isolation can lead to severe anxiety, depression, and sometimes willful silence about pain. That's why talking and listening matters. Breaking this silence starts with empathy and awareness. When women are heard, validated, and supported without judgment, healing becomes possible. It's crucial that we create spaces, both online and offline, where vulnerability is met with compassion, not criticism. A simple, "How are you really?" can open doors to conversations that save lives. Supporting women's mental health isn't just a personal act of kindness. It's a collective responsibility to build a world where strength is redefined, not by endurance alone, but by the courage to seek help and the freedom to be authentic. Let's flip the script for a second, because while stress and struggle may crash in like unexpected guests, there's a radical twist in this story. Women everywhere are rewriting what healing looks like, one bold move at a time. Sometimes it's reaching out to a therapist, sometimes it's texting a meme that cracks up your best friend, and sometimes it's just getting out of bed and owning your not today energy. Here's the magic. When women share their ups, downs, and honestly, their total messes, something incredible happens. You light the way for someone else who thought they were alone in the dark. You inspire hope, not because you've perfected life, but because you're showing what being real and resilient actually means. Every voice in this community has power. Maybe today you celebrate a huge milestone. Maybe tomorrow you celebrate just getting through the day. Both count. Maybe you're the friend who listens, the one who comments, "I've been there," or the woman who bravely says, "I could use some support right now." You belong in this story. Breathe, pause, heal. Gentle ways to find calm in overwhelming moments. Here are some key techniques women can use when anxiety or a mental breakdown starts to feel overwhelming. Your breath is your anchor when everything else feels out of control. Try this. Inhale peace for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale stress for 8. Repeat until your heartbeat starts to listen to your calm. Ground yourself in the present use. Grounding techniques like the 5-4-3-2-1 rule. Name 5 things you see, 4 things you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. It brings your attention back to the now. Say it out loud. I'm anxious, I'm scared, I'm overwhelmed. Giving your feelings a name shrinks their power. You're not your emotion. You're just experiencing it, and it will pass. Take a walk, stretch your arms, dance to your favorite song, whatever feels good. Motion melts tension and helps the mind breathe again. Sometimes healing starts with a single step. Strong doesn't mean silent. Call that one friend who truly gets you. Talk, cry, laugh, rant, whatever it takes. Connection is medicine, and vulnerability is its most honest form. Put your thoughts on paper, or record a quick voice note. Don't worry about perfect sentences. Just let your feelings spill out. Writing helps you see your pain instead of drowning in it. Therapy, counseling, or simply talking to a professional can give you tools you never knew you needed. Seeking help isn't giving up. It's taking charge of your healing. No storm lasts forever, not even the one inside you. Breathe, pause, and remind yourself. You've survived your hardest days before, and you'll do it again. Every time you thought you couldn't, you did. Every tear, every sleepless night, every anxious thought has only made you softer, wiser, and stronger. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but every small act of self-care, every honest conversation, every deep breath is a quiet victory. So, let this be your gentle reminder. You are not broken, you are becoming. The storm will pass, the clouds will clear, and when the light returns, you'll realize it was you all along who kept yourself standing. You're not alone. Let's build a safe space for real conversation. Subscribe, comment, and join this community, because even when it feels like life is collapsing, we've got each other.